Thank you, Jillian. It is a heartbreaking moment for Tennessee, certainly for the world. Tennessee has lost her favorite daughter today, and we all feel it deeply here. You heard her words spoken. I was listening to on your show there. Mm-hmm. Her words about how she wanted to use her life to live for other people. And that was what she wanted her legacy to be. She was a remarkable person in that she reached global fame and acclaim and was a worldwide phenomenon. And yet, if you sat down next to her at a dinner table, which I have, and had a conversation, you met one of the most genuine, truly humble, and caring people in all the world. There are rare is the example. There are very few people who can carry both what she carried and what was such an incredible inspiration to so many people.
You know, I said this to Don McLean, who joined us at the top of the hour, that it is very rare, at least in this country, that somebody is able to break through in show business in a spectacular manner, gain icon status, you know, because of their extraordinary talent, but then subsequently become equally, if not more famous for being a wonderful person.
You know, you're right. And you just you can't find anyone anywhere who doesn't love Dolly. You know, she had that rare ability to cut through all of the negative, all of the negative activity that exists in the world today. And, you know, there's always someone criticizing someone for something, but not with Dolly. And it speaks to this unique ability she had to love people. And to genuinely love them. You know, she grew up here in Tennessee. She grew up in Appalachia in a very rural, very poor home, and she had very humble beginnings, and she's very proud of that. It created within her this humility that has never left, and whatever it was a home with deep faith in it. She talks about that and has talked about it her whole life. Her deep love for her family, and then expressed in love for her fans and for people in general. She is a person that you marvel at, and seemingly everyone does.
Governor, it's a difficult thing to put a fine point on when we talk about, you know, her spirit. But in many ways, she ultimately really came to define, you know, what it is to be an American, what it is to, you know, rise from rags to riches, but more importantly, what it means to be open and upfront about having ambition and having a vision for oneself, whether that is a personal vision in your family or a professional vision, and this belief that you can attain these things no matter how humble your beginnings.
Yeah, and what's really inspiring about Dolly is she believes that for other people. She in fact did have ambition. She was an incredibly talented and competent businesswoman who built quite a business empire in this state, and frankly, her business interests across the world. So she was talented, she was gifted, she was accomplished, she was a person who knew how to be successful. And yet, as you said, she came from from rags to riches, and she didn't believe that she was that remarkably different from everyone else. And she tended to pull people along with her and believe in the very best. And, you know, she genuinely thought everyone could and can and has it within them, the ability to do that. And not just fame and success like the world views it, but kind of her coat of many color songs that basically says, you are uniquely made yourself, and whoever you are and whatever you have, it's wonderful. That is the kind of success that Dolly saw in other people. She pulled it up time and time again, both in her music and in the works that she did and the words that she used. She did have a deep, profound faith that gave her an identity in something beyond herself. And she, because of that identity that she had founded in her faith, she could believe that for other people.
Real quick before I let you go, Governor, I got to ask if you got a favorite Dolly song.
Oh, well, Coat of Many Colors, because it just is so reflective of her, rural Tennessee upbringing, her faithful foundation that her family built into her. It's kind of everything about Dolly that is what makes her unique. And I was actually with her one time on stage and kind of said, hey, my favorite song's Coat of Many Colors. Can you play that? And she just grabbed a guitar and stood up there and remarkably rang that out in front of thousands of people. And I thought, this is a person who lives what she sings, and it inspires people to do the same.
What an amazing story. Thank you for sharing that with us, Governor, and thank you for taking time with us this afternoon. Your state is in our hearts today.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.